Okay.
Does he know the Category 5 question or something?
Now,
You're really throwing me off.
Bettis has the phone.
Go ahead, answer.
Harvey.
Harvey is correct. Oh my goodness. It is 10 to 10. I have to bring out a Category 6 question?
Are you answering?
Not 1, not 2.
4.
No, it's not 4. It would be 5.
Oh,
It would be 5.
no, I hang up.
Bettis wins game 2. Oh, it's time once again to see who's hot and who's even hotter with quick thinking hurricane knowledge. It's time for Hurricane Hotline. It's been a while, guys. You ready?
I feel bad.
It's been a while so you need to review the rules, all right? 5 questions that increase in intensity and points. Cat 1 worth 1, Cat 4 worth 4, up to Cat 5 that's double, worth 10 points. So if you get sheared apart by your opponent in the first few rounds, you still have a chance to rapidly intensify. Now, here are the key rules, guys. As soon as I start asking the question, you have the option to pick up the hotline and answer, but once you pick it up, you got to give an answer, and I'm only going to listen to the first answer that is spoken into the phone. So choose carefully. You ready? Oh, and if you grab the hotline together, there's a little bit of tug of war and fisticuffs allowed, okay? All right. That's what makes the game so much fun. Category 1 question. We recently showed everyone on Weather Underground how to protect and strengthen your home's windows, doors, and even the garage door to keep the storm out, so that most importantly, you keep what on your home?
Water.
It's keeping the roof on your home.
Oh, keep it on your home.
Yes.
Out of your home.
Mike Bettis gets 1 point.
Off to a bad start.
We're really crushing
This one.
Now, we'll warm up. Here we go. Category 2. We learned a new pro tip from our friends at the Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety, IBHS. They told us to help lessen the damage inside your home in the event an exterior window or door is compromised. Before the storm arrives, inside you should take what simple action?
Gosh. A simple action.
Think about hinges. What's on a hinge? What does each room have in it to get in and out of the room?
Door?
Yes.
Close the door?
Yes, exactly right. We always get an answer. One way or another, we get an answer. Cat 3 question. From May to September of this year, in the entire Atlantic Basin, which month had 0 named storms?
June?
June is correct.
Oh, thank God.
I'm trying to write the number 3, but my finger's out of ink.
Aww.
Okay.
Even the game doesn't want me to
3.
win.
3 over here. It's 3 to 3. Okay. Cat 4 question. Hurricane Hotline's heating up. It's tied 3 to 3. In the Atlantic Basin this year so far, there have been how many major hurricanes?
3.
3 is correct. Dorian, Umberto, and Lorenzo. See, I'm out of white ink in my finger. I will do it in my head. 7 for Bettis, 3 for Alice.
All right.
Cat 5 question will decide the game. The next the board, but you won the
My
game.
jacket. I'm stressed, man. That was.
And you had the hurricane warning outfit on. You were dressed to impress.
Last week, Bettis intimidated me so severely.
I had to take it easy.
And I needed to, it's like, you know, when peacocks, like, put up their feathers, I needed to put up
There was a red warning tonight.
I'm just glad I didn't have to bring out the Cat 6 question because it was a doozy.
What was it?
Should we?
I'll save it for next time.
Ooh, now that's a tease.
That was a lot of fun.
That was good stuff.
Hey,
that was very
for all of us here at Weather Underground, thank you for watching tonight.
Have a great night. Remember, together we know more. Good game.
Sorry. Well done, Chad.
Well done.
They're not going to be this friendly after the
We're going to wrestle after the show.
Remember this match.
Join Liana Brackett
And here we go.
Paul Bidlow
Like that? I got more on the way.
and Dr. Greg Postel. Weekend mornings starting at 9 on Weekend Recharge.
Coming up at 8 p.m. right after Weather Underground, it's Highway Through Hell. Check out this sneak peek of tonight's dramatic episode, A Mighty Winter.
This season on Highway Through Hell, I'm expecting mayhem.
Why the hell would you drive into this kind of weather unprepared?
Crazy.
Wow. Yeah. Unreal. This is stupid.
Ain't that a beautiful thing?
Come on, let's go. Oh.
Watch yourself. Go. Hey, here comes cavalry.
If you don't respect this mountain, you're dead. Woo! What the?
That's what Sasquatch called.
Ah! Holy cow!
Dance shoes are on. Let's get the party started.
That's Highway Through Hell coming up next, right after Weather Underground.
And now it is time to see who's hot and who's even hotter on quick thinking hurricane knowledge. It is time once again for Hurricane Hotline, an unprecedented battle between Mark Elliott and Carl Parker. These two have never duked it out, and they have both expressed to me in the break before we started the game the confidence that they have coming into this battle. Okay,
It's all the way down here.
Now, I gotta make sure you guys know the rules because you haven't played this as often as some of the others, okay?
Yes.
I have 5 questions. They increase in intensity and points. Cat 1 question worth 1 point all the way up to Cat 4 worth 4, but Cat 5 is worth double. It's worth 10 points. So if you get sheared apart by your opponent in the first 4 rounds, you have a chance in the Cat 5 question to rapidly intensify. Okay, now, here are some key aspects of the rules. As soon as I start asking the question, if you think you know, then you can pick up the phone. But once you pick it up, you have to answer.
Carl Parker has the right answer. Got it.
And if you are correct in that, and you have the wrong answer, your opponent gets the points. Now, you can also tussle over the phone a little bit.
Can we throw it across the room if we're frustrated?
We'll see what happens. I mean, if you knock yourself out, right? But you got to get the answer spoken into the mouthpiece. Category 1 question. Are you ready?
No.
Okay.
I got it right.
This system produced the 5th greatest peak rainfall amount of any continental U.S. tropical cyclone, more than 3.5 feet of rain in spots. It was only a tropical storm for a few hours before coming ashore, producing another flood disaster in southeast Texas this September. Some places almost as bad, if not worse, than in Harvey.
Melda?
Imelda is correct, Carl.
I'll let that go. Not worth getting hurt of over a Cat 1 question.
But for that effort, Carl, you get 1 point. All right.
Nice work.
Category 2 question. Hey, it can matter. Category 2 question. The 2005 hurricane season had a record 28 named storms. 11 of them occurred after September. Name just 2 of them.
Alpha and Beta.
Very good. You used the Greek alphabet. That's right.
Yes.
Well done.
Well done.
All you had to do is roll off the Greek alphabet. Went all the way to Zeta on New Year's Eve, by the way. Category 3 question. The storm this year, named Lorenzo, recently set the record in the Atlantic Basin for the farthest northeast we've ever observed what?
Major hurricane.
Not correct. No. I'm looking for Category 5.
Oh.
It reached Category 5. That was the record it set. There have been farther northeast Cat 3s.
Ah.
Yes. So Mark Elliott gets that 3-point round.
Feeling
So it's
good.
5-1.
Feeling good. Feeling
Plenty
great.
of time left, Carl, to catch up. Category 4 question. So far in 2019 in the Atlantic Basin, there have been how many named storms? And the key to answering this correctly is count to L.
12.
12 is correct, Mark.
There's a long pause between that.
That is hard, Carl. That is hard. I had to make sure that if someone was on the other end, I had to make sure there was a dial tone. You know, sometimes you hello, right? You want to make sure.
By the way, do you guys know of a really good brain transplant surgeon?
Not that can do it in the next episode.
Yeah, so I was thinking-
Cat 5 question is Mark Elliott has 9, Carl has 1, but this question is worth 10
much
points.
pressure.
So this will decide the game, okay? In the last 3 hurricane seasons, records have been set for heaviest rainfall amounts from a tropical cyclone event in 5 states. Name 4 of them.
Oh, I know 3.
South Carolina, North Carolina, Hawaii, and Texas.
Very well done, Carl Parker.
Nice.
10 points. It's 11 for Carl. It is 9 for Mark. A 2-point victory. Carl, well done, my friend.
I don't need the brain transplant after all.
Well, I thought you had it done while we went to a full screen there and we couldn't see what you were getting implanted back there. What was the other state? So you named the Carolinas, Texas, and which one did you say?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. What was the other one? What was the 5th one?
Was it Arkansas?
Yes. All right, 1 bonus point
yeah.
for Mark. He gets 10.
Oh, great.
So it's 11 to 10.
Come on. Yeah, I got the bonus question, and it was a Cat 1. Wouldn't that have been harder than a Cat 5? I'm taking a loss under protest. I am filing a grievance with
This is like the 8th time we played Hurricane Hotline. Every time someone loses, they come at me for like the next week saying I lost on a technicality.
No, I think I lost. I just want more extra round points. I just want a way to recover and win. No, I don't think it was a technicality. I think Carl, whipped the floor at me.
Well, no, I think it was a pretty even matchup, actually.
And you only fought over the phone 1 time, so it was a very, very calm, distinguished
Civilized.
Yes.
But after the show's over, of course, they're going to yell at one another and curse and all this stuff.
You should see what happens after the cameras go off, because the fisticuffs are getting ready.
Well, it's Friday, guys. We made it to the weekend.
We did. For all of us here at Weather Underground, thanks for watching. Have a great night, and remember, together, we know more.
Summer's over in some places.
And guess what time it is? It's time to see who's hot and who's even hotter on Quick Thinking Hurricane. Now it's time for Hurricane Hotline. 5 questions that increase in intensity and points. Cat 1 worth 1, up to Cat 4 worth 4. But Cat 5 is double, worth 10 points. So, if you get sheared apart by your opponent in the first few rounds, you still have a chance to rapidly intensify. Look at who's the contestant tonight. It is Chris Brooks. Bring it on. Alex, are you excited to have another victim? I mean, contestant?
Yes. I did lose last week.
All right,
Thanks, Chris.
So we got to make sure Chris understands the rules so he doesn't, get unfairly treated here, right? Okay, we got to be fair. So, one rule is, as soon as I start asking each question, you have the option to pick up the red Hurricane Hotline phone and try to answer, because I only listen to the first answer spoken into the hotline. Otherwise, I'm completely deaf. Okay? Now, once you pick it up, Chris, there's no turning back, because if you don't answer or you're wrong, guess who gets the points? Alex. Okay? So choose carefully. Now, here's the fun part. If you both grab the hotline at the same time, I will allow for some tug of war. But if it's coming to fisticuffs, I'll just have to break you up and I'll decide who's got a better grip on the phone and gets to answer. Okay. So you ready? I'm ready. All right. Got the game face on. Here we go with Hurricane Hotline. The Cat 1 question. This one's easy, so this is mostly going to be about speed. Okay. On what date does the Atlantic hurricane season officially end?
No.
Alex spoke it into the phone. It's okay to play rough. Yeah. All right, 1 point for Alex, but we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
All right, category 2.
It starts. Did you say starts or end?
Officially end.
Oh, I wish you would have.
So you start hearing things when you play this game, right? Okay, here we go. Category 2 question. If no more Atlantic tropical storms form this November or December, but a tropical storm does form in January, what name would it get?
The P storm.
Incorrect. We already had the P storm and the R storm.
After that.
So it would get the names. You get the name Arthur.
Yes,
Because
next, right?
the next name is Sebastian, but if it happens in January, we start with the 2020 list. So we've got the name Arthur. Yeah.
I knew that because there was Alex in January.
You didn't talk to it. Oh, so you don't get it.
Okay,
Oh, I get
Alex.
the points because you got it wrong.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. Yes. He's on the ball. He's quick, but you take the risk. Okay. Alex 3, Chris 0, but there are lots of points left. Okay. Category 3 question. Chris, you can tie it up with this pen. Okay. Recently, subtropical storm Rebecca formed in the North Atlantic, so the next storm would be named Sebastian. What year was the last time we used letters past R? It ended with Tony, and right before that was Sandy. 2012 is right. Very quick, Alex. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is stressful. Alex has 6 points.
And Tony was tough as Sandy, I knew that.
Yeah. Yes, but there are 19 points left on the board. Okay. This is where Hurricane Hotline heats up. Cat 4 question. In the Atlantic Basin this year, there have been how many hurricanes? It's been near the long-term average with
6.
6 is correct. Yeah! Yes. Alex 6, Chris Brew 4. Hurricane Hotline is totally hitting up. Okay. Cat 5. There we go. This will decide the game. Okay. We've had 6 Category 5 hurricanes in the Atlantic Basin since 2016. Name 4 of them.
6 Category 5 hurricanes since...
Name 4 of them since 2016.
Lorenzo. Dorian.
Two more.
Can I please phone a friend?
Oh, wait. Maria.
Harvey. Incorrect. He was so close.
You know what? That's a really valiant way, though, to go out. I feel like you, because I was like, oh, he just got it quicker.
But Chris, very well played. You took the chance and you were so close. That's the closest the game's really ever been. Hey, it came down to one answer.
I am very proud of you. It's amazing what you forget when you're like,
Seriously.
oh my God.
I was thinking it was Hurricane 2016 or was that 2015?
Yeah, well, we had Matthew in 2016. We had Maria,
Matthew, Maria.
Michael last year. Michael.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
It's a new Sunday night, 8, 7 Central.
Well, it is Friday, and it's still hurricane season, and that means it's time for Hurricane Hotline. And remember, tonight, we have another guest victim, contestant. So let's look back at last week, when we had another player play the game for the first time. Look at who's the contestant tonight.
Oh,
It is Chris Brewer.
I'm ready. Bring it on. I heard last time you lost.
I did lose last week.
All right,
Thanks,
so
Chris.
this one's easy. What date?
November 30th.
Alex spoke it into the phone.
You can call harder. It's okay. I'm tough.
A tropical storm does form in January. What name would it get?
The P storm.
We've already had the P storm and the R storm.
Where did I for that?
I knew that because there was Alex in January.
You didn't toss it to the phone, so you don't get the
Okay,
Oh, I get
Alex.
the points because you got it wrong.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, buddy.
How many hurricanes with
6.
6 is correct. Wow. Yes. Name 4 of them.
Oh, wait. Maria. Harvey.
Incorrect. Oh. He was so close. Oh, my goodness. Came down to one answer.
I am very proud of you.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, the question was about Category 5 hurricanes, and Chris said Harvey, which was a Category 4. But strangely, I got this call from the Hurricane Center this week. They're wondering why somebody from the Weather Channel is telling them to reanalyze Harvey as a 5. I think Chris is still after. Yeah, he was calling out. Well, it's time to actually see this week who's hot and who's hotter on quick thinking hurricane knowledge. Time for Hurricane Hotline. 5 questions that increase in intensity and points. Cat 1 is worth 1, up to Cat 4 that's worth 4. And Cat 5 question is worth 10 points. So if you get sheared apart by your opponent in the first few rounds, you still have a chance to rapidly intensify. Now, Jackie, Jairus,
Hello.
remember, as soon as I start asking the question, you have the option to pick up the phone. But if you're
any time?
incorrect at any time,
question.
and you got to speak it into the phone, I can't hear it otherwise. Okay? So, if you're wrong, he gets the points. Cat 1 question.
Okay.
Hurricane. That word has how many letters? 9 is correct for Mike
Oh my
Bettis.
fingers. You saw it. I was counting.
1-0, Mike, but there's lots of points yet to go. Category 2 question. A hurricane and a typhoon are the same type of weather system, just different parts of the world. The two terms also have different word origins. Which of the two words originates from a word meaning big wind or whirlwind?
Typhoon.
Typhoon is correct.
You're closer to that.
Sometimes he plays the other way and lets the other person answer. He's feeling it tonight. Okay.
You doing okay?
Cat 3 question. In addition to the United States and its territories, Dorian directly affected several other countries as a...
The Bahamas.
Are you done?
Yes.
Because I was asking for 2 countries.
I'm thinking of another Caribbean island. It was
Canada?
Oh, I did pretty good in the Maritimes, but it wasn't. It was post-tropical by then, right? Okay, I'm going to go with the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos.
Incorrect. I'm sorry.
I tried.
That's the risk of taking it early. But Mike gets the 3 points. Now, Jackie, here's the good news.
Gosh,
It's 6-0, Mike. But there are 14 points left on the board. Canada, Barbados, St. Lucia. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Cat 4 question. In the past 25 Atlantic hurricane seasons, what was the only year that had 0 major hurricanes? And it was also the last time we used this year's hurricane name list.
Oh,
2013?
2013 is correct.
okay.
Okay, now,
I'm just not fast.
Cat 5 is worth 10 points. Jackie, you get this right?
Oh my
You
gosh,
tie it
it's
up
so
and we go to
not
Cat
happening.
6. What are the names of the 3 storms that made landfall as a tropical cyclone in the United States this year?
It's my only chance. Otherwise, I'm going to lose. I know there's Dorian. I know there's Barry. And Imelda.
Yes! All right, quickly. Cat 6 question. Cat 6 question. This year's hurricane name list will next be used in what year?
Oh, I can do math.
2025 is right. Wow. It's all about speed. Jackie.
That was fun.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching Weather Underground together. We know more.
And math.
It's time for the finale of our favorite game. We're going to learn from hurricanes as we go forward. Our favorite game, Hurricane Hotline. Here's a recap of the season. Time for Hurricane Hotline.
Here we go again.
Oh, man! Questions on this Sandy, yes?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh,
With the last Katrina. Dang it! Out.
Oh my
Silent
gosh,
eight.
this is so embarrassing.
Quick thinking.
We're off to a bad start.
Local say, you can tell if you're not a local if you say Honolulu.
Evil torture
I
game.
love it.
Yes!
Yes, that's correct. It would be 5.
We don't have any.
And we're going to decide that tonight. We're going to see who's hot, who's even hotter, and quick
sweaty.
thinking hurricane knowledge. Last time in 2019 for Hurricane Hotline, 5 questions that increase in intensity and points. Cat 1 worth 1, up to Cat 4 worth 4. Cat 5 is double, 10 points. And this game is worth double. Alex has won 4 games. Mike has won 2. So if Mike wins tonight, that's worth double. And then I have a tiebreaker to decide the season. So, first question. Cat 1, question is, this year the Atlantic Basin had an overall above average year. Combined strength and duration of all tropical storms and hurricanes, about 20% above average, as measured by the quantity we call ACE, which stands for what?
Accumulated cyclone energy.
Very well done, Mike Bettis. 1 point. You got to be smart and quick. That's the key to the game.
I'm smart and slow.
We'll see. You've won a lot this year. Cat 2 question.
Yes.
This decade in the Atlantic Basin, which year had the most total number, 6, of major hurricanes?
2017?
Yes. Woo. See?
Very nice. Well done. Very nice.
All right, Cat 3 question.
Oh, man.
This year in the Atlantic Basin, there were 7 named storms that lasted a day or less, the most on record, contributing to the way above average of 12 total number of named storms, which was how many this year? Atlantic Basin, total number of named storms.
Hands on the phone. You're not going to answer it?
You're not going to answer it? It's a multiple of 6. I gotta give it to Mike.
Yes.
Cat 4, it's 4-2. All right, Cat 4 question. This decade in the Atlantic Basin had how many total hurricanes? 62?
Oh my God.
72? Or 82?
Total hurricane?
Yeah, for the whole decade. 62 would be about average every year. 72 would be more than average. 82 would be way above
I'm
average.
just gonna go for it.
Okay.
82.
No, it was 72. It was above
Make it
average,
break.
but not that far. Okay, the Cat 5 question will decide this game.
Yes, it will.
Mike, if you get the Cat 5 question, then I have to break the seasonal tie.
Okay.
Cat 5. Every year in this decade had at least one major hurricane somewhere in the Atlantic Basin, except for 0 in what year? What year went kind of quiet?
Major hurricane?
Right here.
No major hurricanes.
I think I know.
Cat 5 questions are the best.
I think.
It was before 2016. It's been busy since then. Before 2016.
I have one I want to guess.
I want to guess too. You want to say it at the same time?
One of you, I got to
let's
pick
just do
one.
it, 'cause
I know.
one of us
I
is
just
wrong.
gotta go for it. 2015.
No, it was 2013. Joaquin was in 2015. Alex wins the game, and she's the seasonal Hurricane Hotline champion.
Thank you, everyone.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, well done.
Thank you for listening.
That was a stressful season of Hurricane Hotline. It really was.
So sweaty.
Were you gonna guess?
I was going to guess 2013 because that was my first year at the Weather Channel, and I was like,
so you
I
would have
don't
gotten it
think
right.
there was one. So
I
I
have
kind of
an
wanted us to yell at the same time. So
I do have an idea. I have an idea for a winter game we could play.
Oh.
can my heart handle it?
I'll let you know later. I got ideas.
For all of us, thanks for watching.
Have a great night. Remember, together we know more.